Hi, love. Hello, and welcome to Co-Creative Healing Journey. My name is Greta. I am a healer, and this is a pick a card reading. So we are going to be looking at an energy of transformation. So the way it's showing up at the time where I'm recording this, there has been an eclipse that was very powerful and that really brought a big collective energy shift. And I feel like that is building into the next eclipse, which is 2 weeks after the first one. And so we were going from new moon into a full moon. There was manifestation. And so that big change is driving into a manifestation. So whenever you're watching this, it doesn't have to be linked to the eclipse. It can just be one big energetic shift that is driving into a manifestation. Take it as resonates. Whenever this reading is showing up for you is when and how it needs to be showing up. So we have here our three options. We have the personal power stone, we have got the security stone, and we have the authenticity stone. Timestamps are in the description box, and I'll be seeing you for your reading in just a little bit. Hi, love. Hello, and welcome to those of you who chose the personal power stone. Let me show it to you. Oh, so beautiful. So incredibly beautiful. And so we are going to be talking about something that it is in your power to create. There's a big potential coming in. It's not given to you, but you have it in your power to use and work that potential to create. So I paused a bit because I realized that I forgot my pillow that I usually sit on that allows me to sit up a little higher. And that's the message. You're in a better position now because of this energy shift. And because you're in a better position, you can now create something, manifest something that you couldn't before. So let's see how Spirit wants to talk about that. We have got Zen Garden, Inner Sanctuary, beautiful, beautiful. Wow, it doesn't get better than that. I feel like we have Rising Above, Clarity, Freedom, Solution, and then we've got Sacred Heart, Passion, Love, and Spiritual Communion. Wow. Okay. And we have number 11, number 12, and 3 plus 8 adds up to an 11. So there's a big shift here. Number 11 in general is about higher self-connection, spiritual growth, and evolution. And 12 is the wholeness. And wholeness is also where we realize the healing. So I feel like you've come into a place where you found peace. You found a sense of inner peace. And I feel like it's not necessarily linked to any particular situation or circumstance. So it's not like you've made your peace with someone, you've made your peace with how a situation is. I feel like you've just become more peaceful about yourself, about who you are, about your own perspective on things, on life, about how you go about things, about what it is that you want. And you're much more at home within yourself in that sense. And then it creates this big energy shift. It's like you get out of your own way. You've gotten out of your own way. Energetically, there was something, an aspect where you were beating yourself up, stressing over yourself, kind of Nine of Swords energy, where you just didn't feel right about something that you wanted, something that you needed, something that you were, something that you are, some aspect of yourself that is true to you or inalienable, something that you can't do anything about, right? It's a lot about self-acceptance, and you've come into a peace around that issue, around that thing. We'll get more information as we go, and it is allowing you to just get out of your own way, and the energy rises, and there's the potential now for something new to come in. What you're going to find, actually, I feel like this is what you're manifesting on the other side, is that you're going to become passionate about it. So it's not enough that you just don't mind that you're this way, you don't just mind that you do this. It's about you becoming really passionate about how you do this, how you are like this, right? So maybe before you were like, oh, I'm too big of a softie, I'm too soft-hearted, and then you're just like, well, this is how I am, and you're at peace with that. You get out of your own way, and all of a sudden that kindness and that soft-heartedness opens so many doors, and you become passionate about being kind. Very often people who are kind are people who've been through a lot, have experienced their share of pain, and so they know the importance of kindness, and it's kind of you becoming passionate about that. If you have skill, a talent, an ability, and you've been beating yourself up, it's not realistic to go for it, it's not realistic to invest in this, I should just quit and do what everybody else does. I'm crazy to be pursuing this. You come to peace with that. You know what? This is what I love. This is what I'm pursuing. This is where I'm headed. Energy lifts, rises, clarity, freedom, solutions start coming in. And then you become passionate about yourself and this talent. You even become passionate about your own choice to pursue it. It's that kind of energy. Beautiful. We've got Major Arcana number 3, the Empress, showing up in this energy. Wow, it could just keep going. Beautiful, beautiful. We have a Two of Swords. We have got a Four of Cups that is upside down. Moving the energy, we have a Six of Swords showing up. And we've got a Nine of Pentacles upside down. Interesting. This is the after tarot, by the way. So the scenes depict a couple of moments after the traditional Rider-Waite tarot. So, with this Empress, Spirit is saying that there is a kind of truth that is dawning on you. And they look at her holding that scepter and just feeling like, I am awesome. There's triumph in the self and triumph in being yourself, a celebration of self. But the Empress is also a card of abundance and fertility. And there is a fertility inside of you. There's an abundance that you did not know you had with this Two of Swords, because you were thinking it had to be one way or another. So let's go back to the example of the passion, right? I need to do this for a living. I need to do that for a living. Do I follow my passion or do I get a regular job? Well, it's not one or the other. There's a new option that can come in, but it comes from a place with a Four of Cups of you getting tired of beating up on yourself. You know, it's that thing. It's like a realization. The one thing that's never going to change is me, is who I am in the truth of my being, right? Not my conditioning, not my patterns. And maybe before you thought that it was conditioning, you thought that it was a pattern, you thought that maybe it was also passing. You know how other people say it's a phase, and you're realizing, no, it's not a phase. And so because it's not a phase, then I'm going to stop beating myself up over it. It's like you've lost the taste for it. You've lost the taste of being disappointed in yourself. And you're now trying to find a way, but with the Six of Swords, it's not clear. Congruence, Six of Swords, it's a journey. You're on a journey right now to figure out how to think about it. If it's not one, if it's not the other, then what is this other way that is going to make sense? And with this depiction of the Six of Swords, it's about getting to the other shore, getting to the other side. So you're not on the other side yet. And I feel like this time in between, so for me, it's in between the eclipses. For you, whenever you would be watching this, Spirit is saying it's very short. It's about 2 to 3 weeks. Actually, when we are looking at time in the tarot, the swords represents weeks. And then it's upside down, so it's not even 6 weeks. I would say between 3 and 6 weeks maximum is when you're going to be able to grasp this. And with the Nine of Pentacles, you're going to find an abundance within it that you never even imagined. And with her looking at the grapes are already full. So you could think of it like she's there and she's in her reality experiencing something. And Eight of Pentacles is also where we're putting in hard work. So putting in a lot of hard work to try to figure it out, to try to move forward in the situation that you're in. And then all of a sudden, seeing that there are fruits, that there are benefits that you did not even know were there. Like, just wow. Just looking around like, oh my God, this situation. Also to find that you're so much better off in this situation than you knew. And it makes sense because it's true to you. So it would be, for example, back to the passion, right? You have this passion, you have this drive, something that you want to do and that you want to be, that is part of you leading your best life here with the Empress. And it requires a certain lifestyle, right? Okay, so because I have to do this, I need to sleep during the day and work nights. And then you do that and you find out, oh my God, I love sleeping during the day and working nights. My energy is completely different. I have time for other things. I'm meeting different kinds of people. It's like that. It's like an ordering principle. it really does shift your reality. You're really in a time right now where your reality is going to be shifting. And whether that is in small or big ways, Spirit is saying that that is completely up to you. It's about how you engage with this energy, how you show up. But there is abundance here. There is bounty in you embracing what you used to stress about, what you used to condemn about yourself, what you used to not like about yourself, to not accept about yourself. In embracing it, there's abundance that you cannot even imagine. And to me, the Nine of Pentacles is a lower order form of the Empress. So this is a profound shift, spiritual growth, evolution inside you that also is going to manifest in your reality. But there's a little bit of time and there's a journey. So we have King of Wands. I love it. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. We have Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Cups. We have Seven of Wands. But it's interesting I said Eight of Pentacles. We'll remember that. We have Seven of Wands upside down. We have got the Page of Pentacles upside down. No? That's cool. We'll come back to it. And we've got the Knight of Wands. There we go. Okay. I love this. With this King of Wands, this is you. This is you, and this is what you're heading into. And for me, the King of Wands is this energy of I lead the life that I want to lead. It's very much living life on your own terms. So this is an area in which you actually have mastery. You just don't know that you have mastery because with this Eight of Cups, you spend a lot of time attached to being something else. And this Eight of Cups is about moving away from it. And I said Eight of Pentacles, and Eight of Pentacles is how we spend our time, how we occupy our time. So the more time you spend in wanting this and in allowing it to lead you towards new conquests, new pursuits, new endeavors, you're going to be revealing your mastery in the process of those pursuits and those endeavors. And it's going to allow you to walk away permanently, to be completely done with the doubts and the stresses that you've had about this aspect of yourself, about yourself in general. With this Eight of Cups here, we have here the figure. And the story is that the figure is actually walking away from the Eight of Cups in order to find greater happiness. So to see someone here come up and look into the emotions that you're walking away from, I do feel like you have people around you. You have maybe some institutions. It could be your culture. It could be also your place of employment. It could be also kind of like your industry. But there's something in your life around you, some interactions that actually are keeping you in this pattern. So let's say you have had this pattern of feeling bad about yourself. Well, you're going to have people around you who also criticize you quite a bit and put you down. They join you in that. If you at work have been limited and you've been afraid to take on a project thinking that you can't handle it, then your boss or your colleagues have been telling you that you can't. There's a kind of echoing energy here, maybe even an echo chamber phenomenon for some of you, like on social media, where the same kind of message has been resonating over and over and over again, and you've been taking it in even subconsciously. But in walking away, this is you leaving them to it. And I feel like you're also leaving a whole level of consciousness, because the Nine of Cups is where we make ourselves happy. So, I'm going to get myself happy. I'm going to do what's right for me. You're walking away and you're leaving this behind for others, for someone else, for also just the kind of your past. Now, the Seven of Wands was upside down, but this is what it looks like. It is to get in there. So Spirit is telling you that the way out is not going to be unguarded. You want to move into this King of Wands energy and really feel your mastery. But in order to do that, there's energies here that you're going to have to take on in order to do that. At a basic level, it would be kind of the energy of, let's say you want to go on a diet, right? And you decide, okay, I'm going to go on a diet and I'm going to do everything that's good for me and get healthy, and I'm going to put my energy into that. But then your fridge is full of unhealthy foods and tempting foods. And so you have to fight your way past that in order to stay in integrity with what you've decided and what you've chosen for yourself. And going back to this example of other people, if there's other people telling you that you can't do it, you're going to have to take them on. You're going to have to fight them, because with the upside down, the message is you're really fighting yourself. We only are affected by things that we agree with. If somebody comes up to you and tells you you're a pink doo-doo head, you're just going to be like, hey, huh, what? But if somebody comes up to you and presses on your pain point and says you're fat, you're ugly, you're stupid, and it's something that you already believe about yourself, that you used to believe about yourself in this instance, yeah, see, we're reframing it already. It's not present, it's past. If they press on that, then you only feel it because you agree. And so you're fighting yourself in fighting off these energies, these influences that are not in alignment with your highest good. Seven of Wands is also pursuing our highest good. They're not in alignment with your highest good. Take a step back. back up, because it is on. Now, this Page of Pentacles, loving it. Page of Pentacles, change of plans, which is also, I feel like, part of why you've been resisting this change and this realization, is that you're going to have to change your plans. So if you have always thought that you are afraid of heights, you're not going to go live in a very tall building. But now if you know that you're not afraid of heights anymore, you can go into the tallest tower. And of course, that is symbolic. There is something really greater, bigger, again, your best life elements of that you can now aspire to, and that you can now reach out to, because you are coming at things from a completely different way, in a completely different perspective. And this is really the core of this energy, because I'm realizing that it's not talking a lot about manifesting something very specific, but it's talking about more the way. What you're manifesting is passion, is drive. And the way it's holding that wands, it's you becoming passionate about what you want in life and pursuing it. And Knight of Wands energy is energy that will travel to the ends of the world in order to pursue what they have their eye on. And it can be reckless, absolutely. But in this instance, it's more that other people are telling you that it's reckless. But even if it is, it's fine. It's what you want, right? You're in a place now where you are, I want to say finally, that's how it feels like, but you feel like you are ready to take responsibility for your life and what you want in it, and you're ready to pursue, and you're willing to pursue. And if it doesn't work out, that's on me. That's not on you, parents. That's not on you, boss. That's not on you, girlfriend. It's on me. And you're just willing to be that reckless, right? You're willing also to face, other people's condemnation. You are willing to face your own condemnation. The chips are going to fall where they may. I love this. And see how this horse is jumping? You are not going to let anything stand in your way anymore. You're going for your happiness. You're investing in your happiness. You're investing in your goals. And from a very pure energy. This is Aries energy. This is, I want it. That's what I want. That's what's true for me. That's what I'm going for. Period. And we don't need to explain it anymore. It is what it is. So, love. We have Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And we've got Align Your Life. What is no longer in alignment with who you are? Yeah. All right. So first things first, we're going to start with this Star Mother energy. And it's talking about taking really, really good care of yourself. And Spirit is saying, look, what you're trying to do is wonderful. It's amazing, but it's also a lot. And it takes a toll on us. You know, sometimes when we do things, when I did my NLP courses, we were rewiring how our brain works using language, but it was very tiring. And we actually had set it up. The schedule had been set up so that we would have a day off in between the days when we were working. We were working, I think, 8 hours a day, and then we would have a day off, and then we would meet up again, because it was so tiring to not just to do something new, but to embody something new, to approach something new. So it's gonna take a toll. And especially if you are also taking on, and you will be taking on, yourself, other people, habits, patterns, appetites, lower energies. If you're going to be taking those on, you're going to be handling a lot. And so Spirit is saying take really good care of yourself, really nurture yourself, really love on yourself, give yourself time, give yourself space, give yourself, with the Nine of Pentacles, also little luxuries, little sweet things, little nice attentions, so that you're pouring more of the self-love into you. And really for you also, yeah, with Star Mother energy, mother as an energy, and how mothering is supposed to be is to be our biggest ally, right? I was watching this comment the other day. It was a video like, if you've ever been told that you have a beautiful smile, if you've ever been told this and that, if this has happened in your life, then you're good looking, right? So basically how to know that you're attractive. And one of them was, if your mother has told you that you are good looking, that you're beautiful. And then one of the comments was, come on, everybody's mother tells them that they're beautiful and thinks that they're the most amazing person in the world. And I was like, no, not everybody's mother, but that's the point. That's the point. That's how it should be. And that's how you should be with you. It's fine if not everybody's in your corner. It's fine if not everybody believes in you. It is what it is. It may not be cool, it may not be nice, but it is fine. You know, people are allowed to have their own perspective. You have yours, and you make sure that you show up for you, that you are admiring you, that you are the biggest cheerleader. You are your own biggest cheerleader, that you are in your corner, you are in your own friend, your own supporter. Give yourself that unconditional acceptance, even when you fall, even when you fail. And, you know, also when you succeed and when you do things well, because chances are with this kind of energy, you'll be doing more of that. Now, with Align Your Life, Spirit is saying, look, there's been a big shift, and a lot of what you're manifesting is a realignment in your life. You have changed. You are no longer how you were. And how amazing is this illustration to talk about everything we were just talking about, actually. And coming back to the notion of personal power, you are more today than you were yesterday. You can do more. And it's about you realigning that perspective with you and allowing it to also lead to realignments in your life. Don't be afraid to see what you see, know what you know, be who you are, because it might lead to conflict outside of yourself or with other people. Don't be afraid to go on your diet because, oh no, I have to throw out, focus. Oh no, I have to throw out all the food that I already bought. Oh, I should just buy it. No, no. Prioritize, focus, stay focused. And again, don't be afraid to rock the boat by being yourself, right? That is, Spirit is saying, it's a allowable sacrifice. It's a sacrifice worth making. And to some extent, you may be more afraid of potential consequences than of actual consequences, right? So you may be thinking, oh, this person won't be able to handle it. Well, actually, they will be able to handle it. They might be able to handle it. You don't know. But don't let the fear of what might happen keep you from growing and evolving into something that really you are. And if you are one way, and if you are living in another way, unconscious of who you really are, that's a recipe for suffering. That is a recipe for lack of fulfillment, and you don't want to live that way. Spirit is saying you really, really don't. And that's why you are in this energy now, to give yourself the means to rise above and step into this. Passion, being passionate about yourself, being passionate about your life, about your goals, about your dreams, and going for it. So if that was the reading, we have a takeaway, which is Spark of the Divine. I love this. Yeah. I reignite the divine spark within me and recognize I am part of all creation. Look at this. Someone walking in the cosmos. And this is Spirit reminding you, you are a spark of the divine, meaning you are a divine creator. You have a divine birthright to create the kind of life that you want to lead. There's absolutely no need, no call, no requirement, and no justification for you leading a life that is anything less than what you want, need, and deserve for it to be. So go for it. And you really have the whole universe and the whole cosmos on your side, including me. Yay, you. Go for it. The time is now, and you really deserve this more than 100%. So, my love, that was the reading. I hope that it served you. I would love to know how this landed in your reality, how it made sense to you. So, if you want to share, I would love to hear it. And if you need more in depth help, I do offer 2 intuitive readings per week. It is 2 now. And then I also have created energy work. There's free energy work here on the channel. And then I've created some in written form that you can speak out that helps with energy shifts and also authenticity and this kind of stuff. So if it speaks to you, if you're feeling it in your body, check it out in the description box. It is there to help and serve you. Sending you lots of love, wishing you all the best. May you be blessed always and in all ways. And I will be seeing you around. Bye now. Hi, love. Hello, and welcome to those of you who chose the Security Stone. Loving this energy. And Spirit was showing me in the in-between how to do your reading. So your reading is very much about shifting from one situation into another, from one situation where there was little security and into a situation where there is now more security. So I'm looking for my trusty Rider-Waite. We're going to start with that, and I've been guided to draw cards in a specific way. So I'm just going to do that. This deck has been pre-shuffled, and we're going to look at those 2 levels, those 2 situations, and then we're going to go back and do like higher energy, and we're going to get you some advice, of course, and so on and so forth. So I'm being guided to do 4 and 4. We've got the Chariot, Major Arcana number 7. We have a 2 of Cups. Beautiful. Wow. Oh my God. Sorry. And we have, Justice upside down. Oh, bless you. We have Page of Swords. There you go. Okay. Then we've got the Star upside down. Oh, yeah. Okay. We've got 8 of Wands. Wow. We've got 10 of Wands upside down. And we have the Ace of Wands upside down. A lot of upside down energy on this side, which is going to make sense in just a little bit. So, let's put this here. My love, what I'm getting is that you are in this in-between of the energy and where you've been and what you've been manifesting, is that there was something in your life with the Chariot that you were directing yourself towards 100%, and that you gave 100% of yourself in. With the 2 of Wands, it felt like a good situation, a harmonious situation. This could be a relationship, this could be a job, this could be what else could it be? A project, a creation, it could even be a calling. And with the 2 of Cups, what I'm getting is it was good to you. This person was good to you. This was a good relationship, right? And it's like you always wanted to get married, and then you met someone and there was harmony and there was flow and emotions. It could also be that, some actual love here, some deep love, profound love. And it could be a job. You've always wanted to be an astronaut. Then you got hired at NASA or one of these companies, and the energy was really good. It was a good workspace. It was right, and it felt really right. But then Justice upside down, dun 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 dun. It wasn't the right time. It wasn't the right way. It wasn't the right approach. It wasn't the right means. And you could not have it. You could not keep it. As much as you were giving yourself to it 100%, I'm just seeing it running out of your hands like water. It's like trying to hold on to water. It just didn't work out. This could also be someone, right person, wrong place, wrong time, and always something getting in the way. And this feeling with the Justice card, it wasn't meant to be. It wasn't meant to be right here. It wasn't meant to be right now. For some of you, this was like a relationship, or again a situation or workplace that was so good to you, it worked out, and again it was just not the right workplace. It wasn't the right fit, and you had to walk away. With the Page of Swords, there's communication here, and because it's the Page of Swords, there is not really having the words, not really knowing how to explain it. I'm walking away, but I don't really know how. I don't really know why, but I just know that it's not the right fit. Looking towards the justice, I just know that it's not the right fit. I'm sorry, but I just can't do this, and then kind of ending it, right? So for some of you, it was, there's both scenarios. It was the right person, wrong time. And for some of you, it was the wrong person and also at the wrong time. And so even though it felt good, even though it was wonderful, you had to walk away. And with this Page of Swords, again, it's the ending. For some of you, it's an ending with a Page of Swords where there was some conflict, there were some words exchanged from communication that was kind of immature and not well done. It could also be for some of you that the person that you walked away from didn't take it well, the job didn't take it well, didn't give you a good recommendation. It could be those kinds of things. But that there was a situation here that, again, you really wanted and you were striving towards, and on paper it should have worked out, but it didn't. It's not the time, it's not the right place. Now, with the star here, there's a notion of destiny, and destiny is actually a process, right? It's not a thing, it's not a destination, it's a process. It's our potential unfolding. And so there's a destiny here that is in the making. And what you're getting at this time is understanding how that situation, how that circumstance fits into a greater story of your destiny. Because with the Eight of Wands, something is happening, and is happening fast. It's gonna be happening fast. That's where you're headed. And the Eight of Wands is moving away from the situation and circumstance. So it's not necessarily someone coming back, something coming back around. It's more some developments, things happening and moving really, really, really quickly. With the Ten of Wands, it's usually a card for me where everything happens all at once and you just have to handle it, you just have to deal with it, but it's coming upside down. So there's this energy of everything happening all at once, but in a way where you can't handle all of it. You have to choose one thing. And the Eight of Wands is also talking about lots of happenings, lots of developments. So the situation that you were in before has prepared you to be able to make the decision, choose the right intention, the right thing, because it's given to you by spirit. So this is the destined thing. This is the aligned thing. What was missing back then, you have it now. So the passion, I feel also like the passion to hold on to it, right? Even if this is not right, that's not right. This is something that you're going to hold on to. This time around, you've learned how to hold on to what is right from the pain of having to let go of what is not right. So even if there are 10 things, you're not even going to try to handle the 10 things. You're going to hold on to the one thing. So for some of you, for example, it's a relationship that comes back, a new relationship that comes into your life. And in that new relationship, there's tons of issues and problems. And maybe before you've been like, oh, let's work it out and so on. But then you're like, no, I had a relationship where there were none of these problems. Why would I bother working hard to fix something? No. I'm holding out for the right thing, right? It's actually very interesting. It's almost the opposite of settling, right? That people, for example, go through life and they didn't have that one right thing, that one right person, that one right success come along. And so they lower their standards. And really, this situation that you've been in has taught you to up your standards to a point where you're not going to accept, you're not going to welcome, you're not going to settle for anything other than what is destined, than what is true, even if you don't know exactly 100% what it is. It's like you have honed your instinct, your ability to recognize what your destiny is and what you're destined for. And you are going to be enacting that ability. I do feel like we need a little bit more data. Kind of the bridge between the two. Things happening a lot. And when with the Eight of Wands, lots of things, even the Ten of Wands energy, lots happening. It can be really confusing. But I guess Spirit really wants you to know, especially with this shift that you've been through and that we collectively have been through, this energy shift, that you have the ability to hold out, to not be impulsive, to not jump on the first thing that comes along, but really to hold out for what is true. So we have Ace of Swords, yeah. Oh, wow. Wow. Well, good for you. This is so cool. This is such a cool energy. You're very mature, very, very mature, and very matured by this experience and in this area of life. And we have the Fool upside down. Oh my God, love it. I love when the cards just come together to, yeah, bring such a coherent and congruent message. But it's a sign of the energy that you're in. You're in very congruent and very whole kind of energy. This Ace of Swords here with the crown is talking about your sovereign truth. So there is a clarity in you. You know very, very clearly that you have the right to make this decision. And where you once may have felt like insecure, oh, I don't know why I'm making it. No. This time you're like, yeah, no, this is my life. This is me. This is my career. This is my relationship. This is my future. This is my life. This is my moment. This is my energy. This is my money. This is my time. And I have the right to choose how I'm going to make use of it. You're very, very clear that you wear the crown in your own life. This is my destiny, yeah, right next to the star. This is my destiny. This is my journey through life. And I'm going to go for the right thing. And the Fool upside down, my darling. The Fool upside down is one of my favorite energies, because when it comes upside down to me, one of the meanings is that it comes after the world. So it's like we've gone through the world and then we come back to the Fool. So this is having the wisdom of the past cycle, of having been through it once, of having gone around and learned all of those really, really hard lessons. This is long nights. This is tears. This is beating yourself up. This is regret. This is fear and all of this. And then upside down, it's conquered because you've moved through the cycle of completion. And now being in a space where you're ready to try again, you're ready to trust again, but you're not going to do it blindly. You're not going to do it foolishly. The Fool upside down for me has a wisdom to it, to this energy that is still open, still trusting, still surrendered, still the Fool energy. This is going to go well. All things are going to be well. But there's also this knowing inside of how things can go not well, and then knowing that you have the ability to face it, whatever comes. I love it. Integrated wisdom. So let's see. Yeah. Sun and Gemini, communications, hone your negotiation and relationship skills. Well, there we go. We have got Eclipse in Aries, collaboration, boost relationships through teamwork and compromise. And I actually think the last eclipse was in Aries. No, actually, it was in Libra. So Aries on the other side of that polarity. And finally, we have Moon in Aries. Believe in yourself. Oh, beautiful. Now, the Moon was in Aries during that Libra eclipse. So, yeah, you really found courage. You found courage in inside of you. And courage for me is the ability to listen to the voice of your heart. And this is what Spirit wants you to know. Because sometimes, and oftentimes, we're just us. So we're not always fully aware of how we've grown and how we've evolved, but there is something coming towards you. With the Gemini here, there's a conversation, there is news that you are receiving, maybe a message that you're receiving. There is, with the plane here, something new entering your life, someone new entering your life, showing up. Lots of blue energy with the throat chakra. So there is something that is being brought to you, even broadcasted to you. There's also like the internet here. Communications over the internet. Maybe you're even seeing something on Facebook about someone. For some of you, you're going to see something through social media about the person or the situation you walked away from, the workplace, and be like, wow, I dodged a bullet. So that you don't even know why you walked away. Well, you walked away not to be part of the investigation. You walked away not to be part of the disaster that is currently unfolding and that you're going to see unfold before you. It seems very, it doesn't feel like, tragic. No one died, but it really does feel like ruin. This person is ruined. This company is ruined. This space is ruined. And by cutting ties earlier on, you kept yourself from participating in the ruination, right? The process of the decay and things collapsing and going under. So that's one message, and it's really going to feed and nurture, bolster strengthen this belief in yourself, because you're going to realize, oh wow, I did something really good for myself. I did myself maybe the favor of a lifetime, which has enabled my greater destiny that is on its way. And I didn't even know that I was doing it. Wow, how amazing am I? Yay, yay, how amazing are you? So it's that feeling, that sentiment that's going to come in beautiful. So again, a conversation, maybe you're meeting someone in line at the coffee shop and you start talking, catching up, and you hear what's been going on and like, oh wow, okay, thank God I exited when I did. So that's for some of you. And then for some of you, it's what you want. What you want is coming in, is coming to you. So receiving confirmation, receiving a confirmation letter, receiving an offer, receiving a contract in the mail. I'm also seeing something coming in, an offer that is quite binding actually, and very solid, very tangible, something, really real. It's really real when I feel the way that I do right now. Okay, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. It's a song, a rap song. So why am I thinking at 5 o'clock in the morning? Where you're gonna be? Ooh, preparedness. Where are you gonna be when this comes in? When this really real offer where comes in, where are you gonna be? And I feel like this is the crux of it. Collaboration. You gotta work with it. You gotta work with the situation. There's something you're getting this reading because there's something in how things worked out last time that could have you turn this away blindly, Spirit is saying, or on principle, or accept it blindly or on principle. So it's really about being very, negotiating, shaping and molding it, but it's also being very aware of where you are here and now, not going off based off of the past, but working with what does show up so that you can make the best choice for yourself from a space of belief and trust in you. And even if you are hearing about the ruination, there's still something for you to do with that, to work with that. Because it's not just, oh, I hear about this and I know how that happened. There's doors opening for everybody watching this. There's something coming in. There's a movement towards the next thing. And you need a lot of belief in yourself. And so these revelations, these communications, these dynamics are unfolding to really strengthen and nurture you so that you can get in line. You see how there are all these hands that are forming this circle together. It's like for you to slip in and then you're just going to be one hand. This is someone else. This is something else. This is someplace else. And a convergence, how all of these things are working together. This is about you really believing in yourself, trusting in yourself so that you can align yourself to participate in this in the best way possible for your own highest good. Awesome. So we have got, I think it's fine. The order doesn't matter so much apparently. So we've got concentration. Okay. And we've got generosity. Okay, so Spirit is saying, look, with this energy and a lot of things happening, it's very easy to kind of lose your focus. But you have to concentrate and you have to focus on believing in yourself, trusting in yourself. If you're in a space and a place where you're feeling too overwhelmed to even think, to decide, to choose, step back, recenter. Concentration, be with the center, with center, be with your center, be with yourself, and give yourself the means to make clear, lucid decisions. Again, if you don't know what to think, if you don't know what to say, tell someone, oh, I need to think about this. I need to consider it. I need to talk to someone, right? Give yourself the time, buy yourself the time to really make focused and lucid and clear decisions that are, again, going to serve your highest good. It's very easy to get carried away while talking to someone or while seeing things. And especially there's a lot of, there's this feeling of like energetic debris from the past that's also going to be coming up. So it's very important that you take those moments to be in your own space, be in your own time so that you can discern, is this new energy? Is this old energy? Is this my energy? Is it their energy? How are these things? And then you can make, again, clear, lucid, centered decisions for yourself. With generosity here, I love this. Expect some gifts, expect good things. Wherever you are whatever is going to be the right decision, the right choice, it's going to have within it, I'm getting chills all over, I love this. There's going to be within it an element of there being a gift in it for you. Here you would be the little rat, right? Which would represent the lower aspect. And this is Lord Ganesha representing the divine. So whatever is the right thing, the right direction, the right person, there's a gift in them for you from spirit, from the divine, that you can recognize, that you can know, oh, this is what I've been co-creating. Oh, this is what I've been yearning for. Oh, this is what I need. Oh, this is what I didn't even know I needed. But just as you have the ability to recognize not the right time, not the right place, not the right person, you also have the ability to recognize, this is divine hand at play. And it's very important to look for that, because it's going to serve as added confirmation. For example, just yesterday I was I was looking for different kinds of makeup, right? So I was just looking on different websites, and then I find this website, this brand that I kind of had disregarded, because I'm very particular about clean, and it has to be sustainable, it has to be ethically produced, all of that stuff, vegan. And so Spirit had told me there's a brand that I'm going to lead you to, and it's a brand that you, spoiler, it's Elf Cosmetics, but it's a brand that you disregarded, but they're actually a lot more clean and a lot more engaged and a lot more aligned, again, with your values and everything that you're looking for than you think. So I didn't know it was Elf. And then I found it last night, and I just started looking at the website, and I was like, wait, they have this, they have that, they have this. Wait, what? Actually, I didn't check the ethical mica now that you mention it. So there might be that. But I even had the experience with Zoeva a couple of weeks ago, and they're like, wow, ethical mica, everything was there. And because those are things that I've developed along the way, things where I have walked away from other brands because they didn't have those elements, when I see them here, I realize that it's what I have called forward, and that it's a gift from Spirit. Now, in this instance, Spirit literally told me that I'm going to guide you to this, but in a general sense, it's that same feeling. It's the feeling on a much larger scale of receiving something you didn't even know that you were asking for, that you were wanting. And the thing is also, I was looking at the products, and I was like, wait, this is all of the stuff that I've been looking for, the shades that I wanted that I couldn't find anywhere else in the same like transparency, luminosity. It was perfect, on point. It was like they the brand was made for Greta. It was on point. And that's the what's it called? That's the telltale sign that Spirit is saying, come here, this way. And you have the ability to pick up on that. And that's another thing to believe about yourself. You're very intuitive. You're very, is it intuitive the right word? I don't even think it is. You're very discerning, and you're very lucid, and you're very clear, and you're very much able to pick up on these things. You're very wise. So trust in that, also believe in that, and work that, incorporate it in the way in which you're going to be working these energies. So takeaway for this reading, my love, we have Sophie Kai, and it says, put on a good show for the surveillance cameras. Distance makes the heartbreak stronger. Invade neighboring states of privacy. And it's definitely the second one. Distance makes the heartbreak stronger. There's a dynamic you're going to feel here. As much as it pained you to walk away, you're going to find that the pain was not necessarily walking away from the individual thing, person, place, space, job. It was much more walking away from something that you love. And that's what really made it so painful. But in the same way, now that you're going to be walking towards what you love in a different form, in a different shape, moving forward with that, it's going to very much soothe whatever heartbreak is left. And I feel like it's just going to renew your heart. You're going to be so fulfilled. It's going to stop being an issue. It's going to stop being a thing. You're going to move on and into the new life and experience. So love, that was the reading. I'm just checking to see if there's something that Spirit wants to add. So, okay, for some of you, what's coming is the same person. It's the same job. It's the same thing. It's just the right timing. It's just the right alignment. It's just the right way. So also take that in. But it's still about moving on. You're not going back to the old dynamics. It's about negotiating a new space, a new movement, a new experience forward from a space of believing in yourself and what you've experienced so far. There we go. So that was the reading. Hope that I made that clear. Sending you lots of love, wishing you all the best. And if you would like a more in-depth reading, I do offer intuitive readings, 2 slots per week. And I also have created energy work that you can find in the description box on my website, www.cocreativehealingjourney.com. And the links are in the box. Sending you lots of love, wishing you all the best, all of it. May you be blessed always and in all ways. And I will be seeing you around, my love. Bye. Hi, love. Welcome to those of you who chose this authenticity stone. Oh my God, I'm laughing. The energy of this reading is already very funny and very wild to me. So let's see if, there's something authentic about you that needs to come into greater focus. And I'm hearing this song from Coop Island Blues. Hello, my love. It's getting cold under silence. And I was wondering, do I sing it? Do I not sing it? How do we start this reading? Do I? Don't I? And it's very much the energy of the reading. Ooh, we dropped a card. Okay. It doesn't need to be here. Oh, sorry. I already shuffled. Wow. Okay. Here's what it is. We have the Magician on the bottom. You've changed. In this energy, your authenticity is changing. Is changing. What you normally do, how you normally go about things, what's true for you is changing, and it is tripping you up. So if you've been having brain fog, if you've been having little accidents, if you've been dropping things and stuff like that, then that is part of this energy. It is part of this reading, right? It's in alignment with that. So I paused to go get the card, and it's this card, the Fire Elemental, and it says, I ignite the fire within me that connects me to the divine. And I'm looking at this energy and I'm like, whoa, that looks so cool. That looks amazing. Imagine igniting the fire within you that connects you to the divine, igniting a tremendous amount of passion in your life. And also it just, won't focus. But I feel like I was very clear that's not part of the reading. So let's look at the cards. Let's look at where this is going. We have an overall energy of Prince of Discs. Okay, I see. We have got, Major Arcana number 13, the Death card. It's all really good news, I promise. And we have 2 of Wands, Dominion. I see where this is going. This is who you've known yourself to be. Very fiery, very passionate. For some of you, you might be Hispanic. I'm hearing like a hot tamale. Just very, or even like jalapeno, but like a hot pepper, but just very temperamental, ruled by your passions, those drives, not necessarily your emotions, but very intentional, very direct, very clear about who you are, what you want, what you stand for, having a lot of conviction, a lot of courage, a lot of trust in yourself. And that's how you've gotten by through life for most of the time. And you really, I feel like you love that about yourself. It is true about yourself, but not part of the reading. So we're going to leave it there. Where you are instead right now, you're in a time where you need Prince of Discs energy. And this is energy that is very deliberate, very detail oriented, and very calculating, especially in this deck. The globe that he's holding here has mathematical symbols. So you're in a time of your life where you, the hot tamale, the peppery, fiery person, passionate person, are currently in an energy where a lot is being asked of you on the daily basis in practical terms, and it feels like you're getting bogged down. This could be at work, this could be in family. You've just needed to be very grounded and very down to earth. And I love this Knight of Pentacles energy, because Spirit often tells me, because it's often read as slow, and I would have it in my reading and I was like, oh, I need to go slow. And Spirit would say, no, actually what you need to be is deliberate, and you need to be clear, and you need to make sure at every single step that this step is taken care of, and then you move on to the next, and then you move on to the next, and then you move on to the next, which is pretty much, come to think of it, how I built up the channel unbeknownst to me. But we're doing this now, and then we're doing that now, and then we're doing that now. And I know you would rather be doing this, you would be rather doing pick a card readings, but we're going to do energy paradigm. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to build things up little by little. And it's the same kind of energy that I feel like you have been in. But now, with the death card, good news, it's over. It is concluding. There is an end to this energy, and this energy that you've been putting into being very deliberate and very practical and very grounded and very realistic and very hardworking, basically, is going to be redirected towards something else, something new. Into what? Well, you get to choose, because now Spirit is saying you have both elements. You have your passionate fire, hot tamale self. I'm just going to keep going with that. It's so funny. But you also have now some very practical skills. And actually, for some of you, a form of common sense that you've developed that you may not have had before that got you in trouble. It's wonderful to be authentic, your own unique shape. It's wonderful. Spirit loves that about you. Would not change you for anything in the world ever. However, it's also gotten you into trouble. You know that better than anybody. And so now you have both. You have both powers. It's like gaining a superpower. You have both powers, you have both abilities, and you can use that to move yourself forward. So let me look for a tarot deck. Is it this one? The After Tarot, of course. After. In a new energy, in a new dynamic. For some of you, it's been really draining. It's been no fun. It's been drudgery, day after day, step after step. You know, rinse and repeat, or doing this, repeat, doing that, repeat. But Spirit is saying you've done it beautifully. And so now you get to move on. And we get to, I have a system for picking the cards, but I feel like now we just need a little bit more of that wild energy, which is still deliberate. I'm still being step by step, one by one. There we go. But just a little bit wild to kind of balance the two. So we have King of Swords upside down. Yeah, some of you used to be party people. You were out in the club dancing or to the festival, wherever you were, however you got down. You have had your time. You've had your fun, and you've been without that for a little while. So let's look at the cards. We have King of Swords upside down, Ace of Swords upside down, the Hierophant upside down. And for some of you, you know, your fun is reading books and staying at home. But that was your fun. But maybe you've been without that, again, for working and being more driven. So whatever your fun is, however that was resonating, you've been without it for a little bit of time. We have Nine of Pentacles upside down. And we've got a Six of Wands. Yay. Here comes the victory. Beautiful. All right. King of Swords upside down is talking about some knowledge that you were lacking and that you are in the process of getting clear on. So I feel like with the King of Swords, you have kind of expanded your worldview, your perspective, and again, knowledge, gain knowledge. King of Swords is also science cards. So if you learned things and learned ways of doing this, but it's upside down because you're not quite sure how to make it into a one whole cohesive big picture. You're not sure how to leverage it yet. For example, if you've always been an artist and you spend some time going to business school, now you have both, but you don't know how to make them merge together, how to get them to work together. With the Ace of Swords, there is the energy of obey clarity. And obey clarity is showing the divine hand with a bird of prey. And so there's something here in the coming times that whenever you're watching this, there's some clarity the Spirit wants you to have and will be sending your way. You don't have it yet. You don't yet have the clarity of the big picture and how to use this. But Spirit wants you to have that clarity, and it will be coming to you. With this Ace of Swords, what I'm getting is that you're going to get it in an indirect kind of way. So this is conversations, this is seeing a video, this is watching a movie, this is in an indirect way. This knowledge, this clarity will come to you and allow you to kind of put the whole big picture together. It's like you're just missing one thought, one perspective, one idea that is really going to open the doors for you. With the Hierophant, I like this. This is so wild. You are unaware of this to some extent. You may be aware, but you're not aware to the extent of it. But there is something the Spirit wants you to do. You see how this person is standing there holding the book and they're showing it? There's a role for you as a teacher, as a role model, as a pioneer, as someone who's going to lead the way in this and with this. And the candle just went out. Old energy. And I do have one here. I don't know how long it's going to burn. Let's see if it lasts the whole reading. This is the one that was there before. But yeah, a new energy for you to bring in. I do feel like for some of you, if you resonate with this and if it speaks to you, there's light worker energy in all of this. So Spirit sent you to do some work and to grow and to evolve in ways where you didn't really realize what it's for. You know to some extent, but Spirit is telling you you don't know the whole big picture. But what it is going to do with the Nine of Pentacles is lead to so much more wealth and well-being and abundance in the future. Nine of Pentacles is where past work starts paying off for us. And upside down, you have no idea how much this is going to pay off for you. You also have no idea that it's coming. To some extent, you're just unaware of it. But the time that you've put in, this effort that you have put in is going to pay off bigly. And Nine of Pentacles is also gain. It's also things that are gainful. It could be like relationships. It could be a position, role, things that are also intangible, but that are very important to us in our lives and very gainful. Like how we can get so much out of a relationship, right? That's priceless. It's like those Visa commercials or MasterCard. This is priceless. The experience is priceless. This knowledge that you've gained through that hard work, this stage that you've been in of massive transformation, it's actually been more transformative than you know. The Death card is also where you go in as a caterpillar, you come out a butterfly, but you are unaware of the extent to which it's been beneficial. But with the Six of Wands, and this is why we chose this deck. There's usually a card where I know, this is why we chose this deck. And we chose this deck because you see two aspects here, and these are the two aspects we've been talking about. The two kinds of dominions that you've developed, the two kinds of abilities, and here they are working together, one crowning the other. And so this knowledge, this work that you've done is going to allow you to be successful in the feminine aspect, who you are, what you love, what you value. The effort, the pursuit that you've been on, the quest that you've been on is going to allow you to be successful in that. And it's also very authentic. There's an energy with the masculine energy of it safeguarding your authenticity. You're going to be able to be more authentically successful in what you're aiming towards and where you're headed in this big picture aspect than you've known. So for example, back to the example of being an artist and you've gone to business school, you're going to know business dynamics so well that you're going to understand how to earn money while safeguarding your vision, for example. What do I sell out on? What do I not sell out on? Right? To put it just in a basic way. What's important, what's not important, what is essential and has to be there, what can I work on, what can I be flexible on. But if with the Wands energy, still your intentions, still your will, still your dominion, still on your own terms. This is becoming successful on your own terms in ways that really serve. And you know, traditionally, when you would have, for example, knight stories where the knight comes and fights for his lady and he wins, she wins, the lady was code in those times for the soul and for more esoteric knowledge to come in. This is actually the true meaning of romance, is the relationship between the human being and the soul, and those romances were the original night tales, and it's that kind of energy. There's a deep spiritual quest and component that's kind of hiding underneath all of these dynamics, underneath the mundane and the practical. You've been doing a lot of work that is going to enable you to be spiritually successful in pursuing what it is that you want and what you love. So with that, we have King of Cups upside down. Love it. King of Swords, King of Cups. We have the Knight of Swords that is upside down. I'll show you the image later. We have the Magician upside down, so making another entrance or appearance, right? We had it in the other tarot. We have got Four of Wands upside down. And finally, we have the Emperor, of course. Closing off your reading. Of course, the Emperor has to show up in this reading beneath the Six of Wands. How appropriate. So, with the King of Cups upside down, there's we're even this whole row, we're talking about where you're headed with this, what you're going to be moving into. And with this King of Cups, and what you're manifesting, this is someone who is on the ups and downs of life and is very stable. But in this depiction, in the After Tarot, he's pouring his cup out. And I feel like the upside down is saying that you're going to be able to remain stable in the ups and downs of life, but without pouring your own energy into it. Meaning you're going to have an ability to stay much more effortlessly centered in who you are than before. Again, being so passionate is not easy to do in this world, and there's something about your pursuit and what you're headed into, what you're going to be starting up with, where over time that passion, that fire that connects you to the divine, it's spiritual, right? That would have been whittled away. You would have settled little by little because you hadn't done this work, this preparation. You hadn't set up that masculine energy to really protect you, to protect what matters most. And so you're going to be able to go into these new arenas, these new spaces, these new projects, these new experiences, but where you are not changing who you are. That's my King of Cups energy. It's like you're yourself no matter what is happening up and down. You're still yourself. And you're going to be able to do that. With Knight of Swords upside down, a lot of it is going to be off of not being baited into situations and circumstances, right? So it's kind of toning down this fiery energy. I keep referencing it all the time, actually, but for now it's still out. But it's to kind of not being baited where you feel like you have to defend your uniqueness, your fire, your passion. And it's a change of thinking in that arena. So again, if you're an artist, it would be like, I don't want to compromise my vision. Money is bad. No money in art. Pooh, phew. And then it's like, it's not even necessarily what you believe. It's just that you're so afraid of corrupting your art that you go into that. Or a relationship, no one who has children, or no one who's like this, no one who's like that, because it's just going to be the worst thing compared to the kind of life that I want to lead. But now you're so strong and you're so secure in yourself that you don't have to get so fired up in order to put it off. You're just not going to do that. You're just not going to pursue that relationship. You're just not going to go for that. You're just not going to settle. It's a lot easier. It's the same thing. You still say no. You still stay yourself. You still stay aligned. It just takes a lot less energy for you to do that. I love this. I love this energy. It's like energy regulation that you've learned to do through this work that you've been doing, through this stint in the in the realistic, practical realm of things. With the Magician upside down, this is an alignment. An alignment to what? Something you don't see coming again. Four of Wands. This is your own reality. This is your own space of peace, abundance, all the energies of the Four of Wands. Peace, abundance, prosperity, well-being, blessings also. Being at home. For me, it's also a card of authenticity, especially when it comes Four of Wands, when it comes upside down. And so there's an alignment here with the Magician. And the Magician was upside down. So there's also this thing about inner outer. For me, upside down energy is self-directed. So there's inner outer upside down. There's an alignment that you are making in order to create a happiness and a well-being and a prosperity. And again, it's not the Nine of Cups, it's not the Ten of Cups, it's not the greatest happiness that ever existed. It's stability, it's security, it's happiness, it's well-being, and in a continual way, continual form. And I feel like here you had the cups, so you had the motivation, you have the thoughts, ideas, you had probably the resources, the tools to make it happen, but you needed to get your wand energy in the right place. You needed to get your intentions clear. And that's really the last space to do this alignment where you feel very empowered and able to take it on. And again, it's going to be so fulfilling for you. It's going to lead you to a kind of happiness and a stability that you've never had, that you've never known, and honestly, that you also never imagined, because you didn't have this as a part of yourself. You may be someone who thought, oh, peace, stability, that sounds boring. I need the ups and downs of life. I need all of this stuff. Yeah, you're not going to realize how much you need it. And again, it's about the definition. This is energy, it's wands, right? So how that manifests, what that looks like, the stability and the security for you, that could be living in a new city every week. It could be, traveling the world. That could be stability. That could be security for you. But whatever it's going to be authentic, and it's going to be wholesome, and it's going to be good for you. And it's going to be something that you can aspire to and you can have, because there's the Emperor energy that you've been developing, and that you're really manifesting on the other side of this eclipse energy, you stepping into this where you are taking charge, you're in control, you have the reins. And the Emperor is, again, Aries energy. I do what I want, when I want, how I want to, because it's my right to. It's my life, individuality, pure individuality. But at the same time, it's the Emperor energy. There's structure, there is order, there is the ability to also take care of others as the Emperor. It's masculine energy, the ability to provide, to pursue, to protect, to perform. It is this very, very powerful energy. And it's the energy where you can go anywhere, do anything, be anyone. Whatever you choose, you can make happen. And you can do it with structure, with order, with realism, and again, with those skills integrated. You may feel like you've lost yourself, and Spirit wants to say you haven't lost yourself. You've just developed a greater ability to be yourself. It's just about kind of making the journey back into the balanced state where you realize how much you've gained. How much you've gained instead of being kind of engulfed in how much you thought you had lost. So we have here innocence. Yeah, these are just little messages the Spirit wants. It's not even advice, really. Rejuvenation. Innocence. All is well. All is well, all is well, all is well. You didn't do anything wrong. So some of you may be beating yourself up for going down this more practical route, from taking what might feel like a detour, or maybe something that feels pointless. What am I going to do with this training? What am I going to do with this education? What am I going to do with this experience? What am I going to do with this routine, with these habits? They were for a time. What am I going to do? Well, Spirit's saying, don't worry. You haven't done anything wrong. And it's leading somewhere. It almost looks like a tunnel, right? At the end of the hallway. It's leading you somewhere. It's taking you somewhere. Don't worry. There's nothing wrong. You haven't done anything wrong. In fact, we have it again, actually. The two colors that fit together in different levels, in different ways. The masculine and the feminine, the yin and the yang, the idealistic and the realistic, which, by the way, is Aquarian energy. If this is really speaking to you, you might want to check out the video on the channel talking about Aquarian energy, new arenas, because we talk about this a lot. The idealistic energy of Aquarius, but also the realistic energy of Aquarius, and how for Aquarius, realism is to be idealistic. And that's really the energy that we're stepping into. Wherever you were before, it was too small. Realistically, it was too small, and it was going to quench the fire out of you. It was going to be damaging and harmful to you in the long run. So the most realistic thing to do was to cater to the idealistic part of you. You're not changing it. You're authentically you. You're just finding a way to be that more. So, okay, I see. With that, we have rejuvenation. Yay. The hard part is over. Difficult times are behind you, and now it's time, and you're stepping into a time where you're going to rejuvenate, come back to life, have an exchange process. It's like an energy clearing out difficult energies, taking on lighter, happier, more joyous, more expansive energies, which really reminds me of the energy healing that is on the channel. It's going to be on the 22nd, and it really talks about there's some words in there that really talk about releasing what isn't misaligned and then taking on what is aligned. I forget it because I'm kind of channeling right now, but the way that I spoke it was kind of how it's written in the energy healing. So that might speak to you. That might be part of this rejuvenation. You might also need, like, relaxation. Relax, read a good book, go for a walk, have a massage. Really allow yourself to recuperate and rejuvenate, because it is in the times, it's in the air, it's in the energies. You're going into a stage of regeneration in a larger sense, but you may also want to help it along. And my love, that was your reading, and this is going to be your takeaway. Fire elemental. I ignite the fire within me that connects me to the divine. We're just going to read it again. This is you. This is who you are. You've always been who you are. Your authenticity has not changed. You're still who you are. You're always going to be who you are. You just have found a way to be it even bigger. Even bigger. Look how much space she's taking up. And also how much fire. It's like she's igniting her life along with it. And that's what Spirit is saying. Nothing was lost. In fact, you have gained so much, and you will be realizing it in the times ahead, and little by little as you go. So my love, that was your reading. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that it served you. I would love to hear what this is about for you, how it's showing up in your life. If you feel like sharing, I would love to hear it. And if you would like more in-depth help, I do offer 2 intuitive readings per week. And I also have created energy work, as I was saying, here on the channel, and also on my website www.cocreativehealingjourney.com. And I was just laughing because I realized that this energy work is called something like Shift into Love-Based Reality. So that might be very much what we're talking about here, and it might really be relevant to you if you want to check that out when it comes out. Of course, you can subscribe. You'll see when it comes out. I'm sending you lots of love, wishing you all the best, all of it. May be blessed always and in always, and I will be seeing you around. Bye, love.